Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. If you're new here, I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. Today we've got a huge thrift haul of vintage jewellery, sterling silver, some modern costume, a bit of everything. Things that I found at the car boot sales, a few bits from the charity shops and the odd thing from Whatnot. I'm looking as ever for things that I can restore to resell or upcycle to sell in my eBay, Etsy, Whatnot and in my retail concessions. Let's jump straight in. So I thought I'd show you a few pieces that I bought for myself because, as you know, if you've been here before, I'm also an avid collector of jewellery and I don't really have a type, I like it all. So let's dive in with what I'm wearing. So this one came from a Whatnot show, beautiful sterling silver bargain that I bought to go with that one that my friend kindly gifted me that was hers in the 70s. And then a few bits from Whatnot. I got this one, which is just a silver plated over copper. You can see the copper started to come through now. But I bought it to go with this one. This was £1 at the car boot sale. This was £1 on Whatnot. So they were really good fun. And somewhere in amongst this, there's also another one that I bought at the car boot sale for 50p. So I've got 3 to wear together. I got this aluminium bangle, which I just got really out of interest because I've started making aluminium bracelets myself. Stamping, hammering and texturing, and I just wanted to see what it looked like. That was £1 as well. And then this magnetic bracelet, which is BioFlow or something like that. I did look it up and it would have been really expensive when it was new. As you can see, it's not in great condition, it's very scratched, but this looks so similar to my business logo that I had to have it. It's a teeny tiny size, it just fits on my wrist. It's just a bit of fun. Again, that was £1. I picked up a 4 Ocean plastic beaded bracelet from the charity shops. These are made with plastic that's come out of the sea and has been recycled. I've got a couple of blue ones. I got one from 4 Ocean as a gift a few years ago, and I don't have a white one. I just fancied it. It wasn't very expensive. This fun one, which turns out to be a hand printed aluminium cuff. It's an artisan piece and I did find it online for £25. It was £1.50 in a cancer research shop. Again, just a bit of fun. That's all the bits that I popped aside. Oh, I did get, this is pretty cool. So I did buy this to resell, but I think I'm going to keep it. So the box is pretty beaten up, as you can see. But this brand, Ingersoll, is a very expensive watch brand. I paid £2 for this, despite the fact that the box looks completely beaten up. Look at this. The watch is in absolutely brand new condition. Still has the sticker on the back. It was done up around the pad still, and it's got proper gemstones in it. So we've got spinels and garnets and amethysts. It's absolutely beautiful. And it was ticking. It's already got a battery in it. Very strange that that's in such good condition and the box isn't. I paid £2 for that and it would have been about £300 new, so love that one. I've got a massive bag from the house clearance guy that we will do in another video because I don't have time for that today. Another one from him that I picked up a couple of weeks ago, and also I bought a whole table full of jewellery from a charity that were packing up, and I heard them saying they didn't know what they would do with it, and I offered them a price for the whole lot, so we've got that to go through another time as well. But today we're going to focus on the bits that I've hand picked. So this was another car boot sale find. This one was £1, needs a really good clean up. It's just a plated piece, but I thought it was unusual and I loved it. It's in the storyteller style. I'm guessing it's Indian. Just really like that one. I have found 2 nomination bracelets at the car boot sales last week. This one on the Wednesday, this one on the Sunday. I will probably just break this one apart. It's got some interesting charms on it, which I will let you zoom in at, and not all of them are relevant to me. I might pop that one onto my bracelet because I've got a purple one like that. And this one I bought for myself for a couple of pounds. Don't have a gold one. They're just a bit of fun. I like taking them apart and taking the charms off. Another charm one I found, which I'm really happy with, is this one here, which I paid £1 for. The guy bought it in an auction lot, and each of these links has got a different country name on it. And the brand, It took me quite a while to find it. It says EC on here, and I think it's something like El Camino or El Capino. I'll put it up on the screen. And each link, you collect them as you're travelling, and they're about £15 for the steel ones. And then there's these glass ones, there's some coconut ones, really unusual. So that will be split up, and I'll sell the charms separately. The bracelets themselves is a double wrap bracelet, are about £45 just for the leather bracelet. So that was a really good deal for £1. It's going to take me quite a long time to list it, of course, but that will be a nice little project. I also picked up this one, really pretty roll gold bangle. My grandmother had one just like this, which I've got in my jewellery box. We've just got this one is 18 carat roll gold plate, and it's got a nice safety chain on it, so that was a nice piece. I just picked up some of these pin backs from the pin lady because I lost another pin last week. Those ones seem to keep them really well. I don't know if you remember, I found a pendant in the summer with glass just like this, and I found the earrings for £2, so those are going in my jewellery box as well. This was a handful of bits that will go onto a new chain. Nice piece of gemstone. This is a really lovely piece of dichroic glass. Look at the way that shines. Gorgeous. I might put that one on a chain as well. And then this lovely glass set has, it might be silver actually, the way they've tarnished on the back, these studs, and then there's a matching pendant in there as well. So that will be beautiful, all cleaned up and put onto a new chain. These cloisonne studs I thought were beautiful. Stunning. I can't remember how much I paid for all of this because there's so much of it, as you can see. I don't know if we're going to get through it all today, actually. This might have to be a two-parter, but we shall see. There's a locket with a rose on it. Nobody's home. That's probably 80s, I guess. Sparkly costume ring. I've noticed that at my boot sale, a lot of the sellers have started putting things in these plastic packets, which stops them tangling, but it is a bit of annoying extra use of plastic when we're trying to be eco-friendly and recycle, but there we go. This one is a spoon that's been made into a ring. No markings on it. Really nice one. I think the stall I got some of these from was a deal, so a certain number of pieces, so I didn't look at everything in great detail, I just grabbed a load of bags. This is charms on a necklace. Oh, it's a bit Alice in Wonderland style. Look, it's got a clock and an ace of spades on it, an ace of hearts rather. Oops. That will probably be turned into earrings. This is a little equilibrium necklace. That's not easy to say. They sell these at my local garden centre. They're about £10 each, something like that. They're silver plate. There's a little vintage gemstone pendant. That's really sweet. Cute little brooch. I don't know what that, if you know what that marking is, shout. Isn't that sweet? It's got little dried flowers inside it. Did I say pendant? If I did, I meant brooch. I'm recovering from a cold, so if I'm not quite with it today, that is why. Some shell earrings. An Aurora Borealis vintage necklace. This very sweet accessorised ring. That might go into the Christmas show as it's still on its card. Costume one, but pretty one. And some cloisonne enamel studs. They're quite a nice little size. You don't often see them that small. And then these look like mid-century rings, but they're actually blanks. to make your own things. So that one's got claws on it. That was 50p, so I'm looking forward to making some things with that. Oh, here's the other ring that I mentioned to go with those silver plated copper ones that I've got. It's supposed to look like a spoon, but it wasn't a spoon. This one I overpaid for, but I had to rescue it. It's quite badly scratched, but it's a Moda of Malta designer one in copper. And look at that sparkle. Somebody will like that. I probably won't make a profit on that, but I just wanted to rescue it. This one, the jury's out on whether or not this one's going to be sold because I love it. So this is a vintage Pandora piece. If you can we say vintage Pandora? I don't know when they started, but it's a retired piece now anyway. It's a grey moonstone. It almost looks like cat's eye glass. It's really smooth. And I paid £22 for this one. I can't find any others online for sale. But the charms, the beads of these and the rings go for a lot of money on eBay. So I wonder if that might be, if I can bear to part with that, that might be quite a good one on eBay. And then this is a cute little sterling something or other. It might be an anklet. I haven't got time to open all of these bags today, sorry. There's some raw amethyst, I think, in that one. That's just a little vintage gold tone chain because I always need those. Then we've got a stretchy with some gemstones on. I can't open that bag easily, but you can see what that is. I'll make rings out of those. And then I've got a nice little haul of sterling. So there's a little snake chain. These gorgeous earrings, and these ones. Can't see any marks on those, but they feel and look like silver to me, so they need a good cleaning up and then I'll be able to see. This is one of those chains that's got a 925, but I don't think it is, so we'll use that for something costumey. This lovely little enamel pendant, isn't that sweet? Love that. So that will go back on a chain. And how unusual is this one? Look, with a little dog on it. Never seen anything quite like that before. Maybe it's a portrait. Has it been painted? Guess it must have been. Don't know, maybe somebody commissioned it. Or perhaps I'm being overly romantic. And then this one is a light silver piece as well. There was a really fun lady who was a teacher and she was basically selling all of the end of term gifts that she gets. So there was this fun necklace, acrylic from Sugar and Vice. Never heard of them. I wonder if it might be an artisan. I need to look that one up. I got some nice rainbow polymer clay studs from her. She basically did me a little bundle. My daughter's wanted some bits off her stall as well, so we bought quite a few bits from her. These fab pencils. I have a pencil necklace that is in acrylic, so I may put them onto hooks to wear with that. I'll see whether they go. This lovely bee and honeycomb. And then these pencils and apples, they're wooden. Those are really cute. And this one, which is accessorised. And I also got a little display tray from her. I've got the exact same one and I use it when I do a stall. It says £18 on the back, it would have been. Looks like a Marks and Spencer's label. So I've got a matching one of those. These were from another lady, silver and what looks like gold plated cupcake earrings. They don't look like they've ever been worn. Probably an unwanted gift as well. This one I bought from myself, but I think realistically probably will go in a whatnot show. But I just love the sparkles on it. the man that sold it to me thought that they were gemstones, but they are actually glass. But it's just really pretty and unusual, like that one. And this, which I'm guessing is fluorite, but yeah, it's definitely a stone. It could be something that's been heat treated, maybe. It's the right colours for fluorite, or watermelon. What's it called? Watermelon something. Let me know in the comments. That's just a costume one. And then at the weekend, we popped in on the local market, which I've never managed to go into since we moved here, but they have antique stalls as well. And my children were not really very up for it, so I didn't get to stay for very long. But I did pick up these beautiful turquoise earrings, which were £8. And I don't think there's any markings on them, but you can see that they're silver. And I was thinking that I might make one into a ring and one into a pendant, but we shall see. Aren't they gorgeous? Where do we think that those are from? Mexico, India? Don't know. Let me know if you know. And then off another seller, I picked up these freshwater pearls. This again looks like silver but needs testing. Don't think there's any markings on it. Well, there might be something there once it's had a clean. And I've got 2 strings of these. These look so old, these glass beads. And then what looks like bone here. So these need a bit of research. If you know anything about them, please do let me know in the comments. One has got a ring clasp. That looks like it could be a rolled gold or something. I wonder if that might have been added later. This one is just done up with a string. So I don't know, but they weren't very much money and I thought they were fun. There's a few charity shop bits here. This one, which I'm just really interested in anything that has these charm beads on. I love troll beads. This is too big to put troll beads on, but it might fit Pandora. And it had these sparklies, which I took off because I wasn't a massive fan of the sparkly ones. And it's on a magnetic bangle. A bit of fun. Might see if I've got a couple of Pandora beads. I might see if they fit on there. This dolphin ring, which I'm pretty sure will be silver. This lovely mid-century or possibly 70s, late 60s, early 70s pendant. That was a nice one. And then these little lapis studs. And I also bought a bag of broken bits from that shop, so we can open that in another video as well. This sparkly cuff. These were bits from, I think these were bits from one of the house clearance guys. Just thought this was sweet. I think that's probably Chinese. It looks like vases that my grandmother had. Modern turquoise colour costume ring. I've had this before and sold it in a Whatnot show. I thought it'd be fun to pick that one up. This is really cute. It's a little gold tone peace sign on a necklace. And then I actually bought these 2 on one stall and this on another stall. And I thought that they made a nice sparkly stack. And then this one is very similar to the heart that we looked at, but this was also from a different stall to that one. Beautiful piece of artisan glass. And it's on a nice snake chain. Oh, and this was probably the find of the day. As I was leaving, I spotted this poking out of a suitcase, like a children's toy suitcase, when I was leaving, and wondered if it might be one of the Swarovski ones, and it is. So thank you very much to the person that pointed this out to me in a previous video. I've now had 3 of these in. So this is a Swarovski slake bracelet. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you wrap it round twice, and it's on a vegan leather with all Swarovski crystals. I sold one, the first one I sold on eBay for £25, and I've got one in tonight's Whatnot show, so we've got a third one to list as well. These were from a bundle. These are glass agate, to the Scottish agate. It's basically glass to look like agate. This is a very sweet little pencil. That's possibly Victorian. Oh. It's hard to get the leads the right size for these, but too sweet not to pick up. It wasn't very expensive. Little train charm. This little ring, again, this is one of the guys I just show them a handful of stuff and they don't say very much money, and it's usually broken bits for me to fix. This one is actually broken, it's been cut there, so that'll be a little project. This one, which I sold something really similar recently, so I sort of laughed when I saw that one because I had 2 subscribers interested in it, so we'll see if the other one wants that one. This is a Harry Potter charm bracelet, and it's got Dobby on it, and the letter and the bus and the hat. That was quite a fun one. And that's a scarf clip, but I might turn it into a pendant. This is sterling silver and wood necklace from Cyprus. It's got a little 925 on the back there. Again, didn't cost too much money. This very squashed Scottish agate ring, so I will try and hammer that back out, but it's possible that it might snap when I do it. We shall see. Another leaf. This is very similar to one that I sold in a Whatnot show a couple of weeks ago, and there were multiple bidders, so I picked that one up. I'm sure that will find a new home. And similarly, this one, leaves and anything botanical is going to be very big this autumn winter, apparently, according to the fashion magazines, so I'm keeping an eye out for those kind of things. This is steel and it is missing quite a lot of its crystals, unfortunately. Oh, it's got a maker on it there. Fossil. I really liked the clasp on it, and I thought you could wear it that way around, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the crystals. But we'll see whether that works out or not. These I bought on a whim in case they were gold, because they're really heavy and they've opened with a lovely hinge. They've got a nice clip and they're gold here as well. But sadly, somebody has done an acid test scratch on it. I can't see it now. And you can see that there's silver underneath. But they could well be silver over gold, gold over silver. These ones are sort of 80s style. Those are not gold or silver, they're just light costume ones, but I thought they'd be fun for Christmas as they're red and green. And this cutie little one with faux pearls and faux turquoise just needs a chain. The wrap trap, this looks quite fun. This you pin onto your clothing and then pull your scarf through it to keep your scarf in place. I thought that was quite fun. These bits in this box are charity shop ones, so really heavy Millefiori glass beads. Looks vintage, but it's not, still got the tag on it, Firefly jewellery. Leaf bangle in gold tone. That's a nice little vintage one. And this beautiful sun brooch. Love that one, it's probably 90s. Little abalone bracelet. I sold a few of these recently, so I picked that one up. A sterling music note earring, that's a single one, so that will be turned into a sterling pendant. My friend spotted these. This is a whole bag of travel charms. I think one is sterling and a couple of them are 800. They've got a really sweet vintage styling to them. So I think that I will put those onto a bracelet. Aren't they sweet? I think that was about £5 for the bundle. And then this was the day that I got the massive haul of costume rings. So we've got a Stella and Dot one. And we've got a 70s brutalist looking one. A sparkler. This nice wire and glass one. Oops. Greek key, deco looking sparkler. This one has got so many rings on it, look at that. That's quite fun. A lovely miracle one, that's another Scottish agate one. Marker seat. This one, which I just thought was fabulous. Look at the styling of that. Paid a bit more for that one. It's not silver, but it's got the look. This one, which I've got a very similar pendant in my jewellery box, which is a Marks and Spencer's one. That's got a different logo on it though. That's a frozen one. I thought my daughter might like that for Christmas. And just a little sparkler. And then there was another single earring, that cat, which I will make into a pendant. It just needs flattening back out again, polishing up and going onto a chain. And then I've got this fabulous faux opal set, which is vintage. Look at that. And then from the same seller, she had made this golden snitch Harry Potter necklace. I thought that was quite fun. And then I got this butterfly wing from her. And then these earrings from another stall, which I thought, although these are modern and that's vintage, maybe they will go together. But those chains belong on the earrings. This bobbly necklace, I think I'll put this onto a chain, that section here, once it's had a clean. Some nice glass beads. This one says Oso, and then we've got a 925 on there. I don't think I could find that brand when I got back and looked it up, so let me know if you know anything about that one. There's a beautiful pair of Tiger's Eye sterling silver earrings in there. Apologies, I'm racing a little bit today. I'm not going to get everything done. I need to go and get my kids. These are the plastic to look like gemstones, vintage ones. That's just a little bit of fun. This is an interesting stone. Can anybody tell me about this one? That will come off there and go onto a necklace. This is really cute, and I did find this online. It's from Holland, and it's a little tulip. That is sterling silver, needs a really good clean and to go on a chain. Look at this, from King Edward VIII's coronation. So he is the king who abdicated, so his coronation pieces are a bit more collectible. I don't think it's worth loads though. And my find, oh no, it's not this bag. My find of that day was this beauty, which is a ring by Sif Jacobs or Jacobs, and it's sterling silver with cubic zirconia. And I paid a ridiculously low price for that. I think it was £2.50, and his rings are, I can't remember now, I did look it up, £150 to £300, somewhere in that region. So that was definitely the find of the day. This sterling ring with a Shiva shell. Ironically paid more for that one than I did for the other one. And this beauty, which I may have to wear for a little bit before I part with it. Gorgeous raspberry garnet and moonstones on silver. Oh gosh, I really need to go and get my kids. Sorry to race you through these. Mother of pearl studs. Beautiful abalone and glass. Some more costume rings. Somebody wanted a workshop ring. I think it was C-Mark. Let me know in the comments if you've seen this. This is not a sterling one. It is a copy, but it's yours if you would like it. Let me know. Glass, glass, resin, faux turquoise. Another sparkler, that's not a silver one, and another leaf. This one, which I saw in a Whatnot show today, which I think was in silver, but this one is in brass, and it's Celtic dogs. I did find the pattern online. Don't think it's worth massively much, but I thought it was interesting. And look at this one. I think this was a pendant that was made into a magnet, and I was thinking I'll make it back into a pendant. It's from Peru. I thought he was fun. Lovely vintage brooch. This did have a pair, I'm sure. I thought might be sterling, but I can see now that they're not, but still nice earrings. And some freshwater pearls with a silver clasp. Now, in addition to that, I also bought all of these beads for £10, I think. And we will have a look through those in my next unbagging or haul video, because I've run out of time. I'm really sorry, guys. If you're new here, please do check out the channel, hit that like and the subscribe, look at the channel membership if you haven't already, go and watch something else, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.